Warning, this video is intended for no one under the age of 16 years old. If you're under the age of 16, please leave the video now because we do get into some adult type shit. Thank you very much. Hey, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is your boy CharlesISanimeWorld, and welcome to my review of Undead Unlock Chapter 2. This was another great chapter of Undead Unlock. It wasn't as good as Chapter 1. I'm not going to say that it was because it wasn't. Chapter 1 really hit everything. It hit point. It gave you the overall feeling of what the series is going to be. But Chapter 2 did a damn good job as a follow-up, okay? And I'm okay with that. I'm just glad the quality didn't drop, okay? Now, like always, guys, this is an audio review, so if you have anything else to do, go ahead on and do whatever you need to do and just listen to me talk about this great chapter of Undead Unlock. I will be having pictures on screen as well, just in case you want to, look or view or whatever, or just to understand what I'm talking about. But overall, this is audio only. So let's get into this. Now, Undead Unlock Chapter 2. Let's just start off with the cover first, okay? Now, the cover is a dead giveaway that both Andy and Fuko are going to join the Union. Don't get me wrong, I love it. That's probably going to be on screen. I'm probably going to use that as my thumbnail. I love the artwork of it. But, I mean, right then and there, they look so badass with their uniforms on. So you know that they're going to join the Union at one point. They already have the artwork for it. So that's a dead giveaway that they're going to join. But anyway, this chapter picks up right where the last one left off with the meteorite crashing in, and Andy is still looking for his death, and he's excited because he saw what happened with just a kiss from Fuko. You know, with one kiss on the cheek, a damn meteorite came down from the sky. So Andy thinks to himself, well, hold on. If, a kiss did this, the next obvious choice is for us to bang. And Andy is ready. I mean, he's already not wearing clothes. As one subscriber pointed out to me last week, I mean, you can see Andy's junk, even though it's censored, he's already ready to go. So Fuko has to come up with something fast. She has to come up with something fast, because if she don't, her asshole is definitely in danger, okay? Because I don't know, Andy seems like an asshole type of guy to me. I mean, because I am too. I mean, like TMI, whatever. But I mean, to me, that's what he seems like, okay? So Fuko has to come up with something fast to protect herself, because Andy, he's not gonna wait. So Fuko comes up with this lie, and who knows, it may not be a lie, because I honestly don't believe Fuko understands her abilities all that well anyway, so she's just making it up as she goes. So she says it comes down to likability. Now, right then and there, the mangaka is great for doing this. He's very smart for doing this, because this does one of two things. One, it gives us a reason for Andy to protect Fuko, because Andy wants the ultimate death. That's what he wants. He's sick of living. He wants that ultimate death. What's going to actually kill him. And now he has a reason to protect Fuko, because he wants to make sure that Fuko falls in love with him so he can actually get his own death. And he realizes that without Fuko falling in love with him, then he will never get that death. So that's one thing that this does. The second thing that it does, it gives us a reason for a budding love story, because we already know that Fuko is a shoujo love story manga girl anyway. She loves love stories. So that's what that does, this whole likability thing. And it may work, but who knows? Maybe this is a whole bunch of BS. Maybe it's not likability, or maybe it is. Like I said, Fuko doesn't even understand all her powers too well anyway, so we don't know. Now, we find out, confirmed, that Andy and Fuko are negators. Basically, what a negator is they negate the rules of the world. Sounds kind of cliche, stupid to me, but, whatever. I like negators, okay? So, negators, I guess, would be the mutants of their universe. You might as well say, if you watch X-Men or Marvel, they are the the mutants, the negators. So I'm thinking to myself, where do negators come from? Who was the first negator? I mean, these are all things that we're probably going to get answered later on down the road. But, these questions do come up that there are negators. Like, where do these strange powers come from? Is it just in their DNA? Are they passed down? Can parents be negators and pass it on to their children? Or is this some weird phenomenon that happened because a nuclear explosion happened or something? You just don't know. Okay? So, the guys that were in the suits, we find out in this chapter, are called the Union, and they are the police first that police the negators or hunt them down. Now, because of what happened with Fuko and Andy and the meteorites, uh, they moved up on the Union scale from 1 to 8, and the highest being a 10. So they moved up from 1 to 8. Now, we got our first glimpse of the Union within this chapter as well. We had one that looked like this overall big giant mech robot, or Bob if you play Overwatch. I mean, he looks like that. He has on a suit as well. And again, obvious reasons why we know that both Fuko and Andy are going to join the unions, because they have the same suits on the cover. I really would have changed the cover. I'm kind of a little ticked off of that because that was kind of a spoiler. So we see that the big robot has on a suit as well, and we see that the younger version, or well, not the younger version, or the younger guy, he has on a tie at least, and he's hitting on Fuko because he asks her age, what she's into, does she have a type, and I really did like him. I'm not gonna front, I really did like him. Now, instead of getting hunted down by the Union, Fuko comes up with this great idea to actually join the Union. And we find out that inside of the Union, there's this group of 10, okay? 10 negators. And these negators, they don't get hunted down. They actually do the hunting as well. But here's the thing. There are no empty seats. The only way someone can join them is if there are empty seats. So you will probably have to kill the previous members to join the Union. If you're a negator, to join the special force. Now, I wonder, who is the captain of this special group of 10? I really do want to know that as well. And I do find it funny. Well, I don't find it funny, but I find it very interesting that Andy said that the Union had called him and they probed his body for 10 years, which is amazing. Because I'm thinking to myself, how did he escape? And what did they find out about Andy within those 10 years? Because obviously he escaped, because he wouldn't be free now and they wouldn't be hunting him down now. And if you remember, the big robot member of the Union, he said, capture the undead and kill the UNLUCK. So the Union wants to kill Fuko, but they want Andy's body. It has to do something with him being unable to die. That's very captivating to a lot of people. The immortality. So, but for some reason or another, they want Fuko to die automatically. They don't want her ability, going wild and free. And then Andy says something that really creeped out Fuko about saying that if the Union caught you, they may even cut parts of your fingers off just to see what your bad luck work if they weren't attached to you. And I'm thinking to myself, that does sound like something that a scientist would do, like clip off a finger piece, just get rid of a piece of the finger just to see would it work without you. That does sound very dark. So, at the very end of this chapter, we see that Andy touches Fuko's chin, and Fuko says, "I'm not falling for you." And then she says, "I feel a lot of bad luck coming." And then out of nowhere, this gas truck just comes. And I love the very last page of this. Andy says, "Well, guys, 2 seats open and 2 graves filled." And that's the end of the chapter. Now, overall, like I said, love this chapter. Andy's fighting style is amazing. Just to get hit, regenerate, and punch back. I love his fighting style. The one thing that I did like was how the members of the Union got to their destination, because we saw the sky like crack open, like glass was being shattered, and that reminded me so much of Bleach. You know how sometimes they would come in, it would seem like the sky would crack and there would be a hole where there once was sky. I really like that element as well, and I assume that that's one of the abilities of a member of the Union, one of those special 10-seat members. Again, I love that a lot, and that's about it, guys. We also found out that Andy has safe houses all around the globe that would even make the Punisher blush. And I mean around the world. So that lets you know how long Andy has been living well and how long he's being hunted by the Union, that he has to set up all these safe houses around the globe. And we find out also that Andy was Fuko's first kiss. So that's another reason that Fuko's probably going to fall for Andy. But hey, that'll do it. Thank you guys so much. That's been my review for this week of Undead Unluck chapter 2. Can't wait to see chapter 3 next week. Thank you guys so much. Hit that like button if you like this review. Share this video. Please share it. Even if you don't subscribe, because I know a lot of you don't subscribe. Just share this video. Share it in your groups or wherever on Twitter or whatever. Say, hey, yo, this guy got some nice shit to talk about. You might want to listen to him. Just saying, And again, like I said, Fuko had to come up with something, because her asshole was definitely in danger, because I think Andy wanted to put a daycare in her butt. Let me stop. But he did not. He did not. Okay. But hey, that'll do it. Thank you guys so much. I'll catch you next week. Sayonara.